Hey guys, this is Bennett from Project 15. Welcome to our shop. This is our first YouTube video, so I figured a good way to start is just kind of walk around the shop, show you what we're all about. Come on in. We're here in the break room, enjoying some AC, without a doubt. This is where I do most of my office work, where I'll do some client intake work, and we'll watch some TV and just kind of hang out. But really what's important is out here. This building used to be an old iron shop back in the 40s. We're here in Midtown Atlanta, for those of you that don't know. And we've converted it into a classic 4x4 shop. So we're doing everything from the 50s all the way up to the 90s. We really like to repower stuff with modern drivetrains and try to keep that classic charm at the same time. So here's a couple examples. So I get a lot of people asking me, how did I get into such a rabbit hole of this and produce so many trucks like this? And I guess it started when I was about 2 years old, because my first memory was this Bronco going down First Service Road to my dad. So when I was 15, I asked him if I could get the keys for it for my first car. Gave it to me with the original 302 not running. Engine was locked up, and he said, if you want to drive, figure it out. So we 351 Windsor swapped it, learned how to tune a carburetor, basically kind of cut my teeth on this truck. Broke down about 80 times and learned a lot from each one. So this started a lifelong passion that turned into trucks after a while. We saw the Bronco market was skyrocketing, and we thought maybe the trucks could get the same treatment and maybe see the same value in the market. So that's when we bought Montana. She was a 1970, original paint, factory four-wheel drive F250. Actually, correction, that is an F25 body on an F26 chassis. It's running a 427. We did a little top end kit on. It's just got a nice little out-of-block carburetor on it. C6 transmission. Basic truck, but does everything you need it to. Inside of this thing's actually really cool. So we're running our original door panels we designed. We leather wrapped door handles and got Kato's Custom Upholstery to design this bench seat for us. It's got retro sound, Bluetooth audio, vintage air AC, Dakota digital gauges. Perfect driver. And just a solid truck. This is our 65 F250 factory crew cab. So we did a Cummins swap on it. That's a 12 valve Cummins. We did a Smeding S363 turbo. Got Savage Fab to mill out the exhaust housing for a little bit more power, a little bit more smoke control. Added AC from a CVF Serpentine kit. NV4500 5-speed. It's on a 96 Dodge chassis, and it's just a fun truck. Good little runner. Never would want to get rid of it, just one I want to keep on playing with. So this was the Godzilla Swap that started it all. So back in 2021, up in Canada, they were taking a bunch of these Godzilla engines, pulling them out of the vans they came in, and doing EV swaps. So the government was selling off massive amounts of these engines. We bought a large amount of them, broke a couple, developed some cam packages for it, some performance packages for it that we thought would be good for the market, and this is kind of iteration one of it. So we're running a full Holley system on this. That'd be their intake, their front drive, and their oil pan. We are running Holley controls on it, and then we are using our cam package with a 6R140 behind it. This truck is not one that we ever really wanted to paint or make super, super nice. We really want it to be a good shop beater, something we can go pick up tires and go get tacos with, go have fun. So we're getting more into our raw inventory over here. Clients can come in, walk through our area. We've got about 40 vehicles to choose from where they can start a build. We like to choose 1 of 3 drivetrains usually to work around. Either be a Cummins, a Godzilla, or a Coyote, usually. But obviously open to a client's input. Here's a more finished example of a truck we've done. This is a Blue Ridge, is what we call her. It's a original 360, 73 F250. Pulled the 360, got it rebuilt and punched out to a 390. Makes 420, 410 horse. It's got an NV 4500 transmission behind it. It's got our full custom Atlas suspension kit and Dana 60 front and rear axles. I really love the interior on this one though. So we built this truck originally back in 2022 and had the idea of using Pendleton seats as an insert material for it. So this was one of the first trucks we did that with, and seemed to start a really big kind of following with a lot of other shops. So it's been a great truck, and it has our amp steps as well. This is Teton, our 1968 F100. It's sitting on a Roadster Shop RS4 chassis, and to be honest, this is something we built to see how far we could take one of these trucks. So, all new paint, all new bodywork. It's Cactus Gray from the new Ford Broncos, paired with a Wimbledon White from the 68 F250s. Got a 7.3 Godzilla under the hood for our 100 transmission, and a beautiful interior from Morgan's Auto Upholstery. Some of the parts that we fabbed in-house were like this under valance area. We did our CNC touchscreen double din dash, and we did our full gauge cluster in billet. So that is one hunk of billet surrounding a Dakota Digital RTX gauge cluster. Filled in all the stake pockets, deleted the bed fill on the cab side, and one clean truck. More raw inventory. And now we're walking into more of the fabrication shop. So Jameson and Matt are over there running the CNC press brake. We've got a 4x8 plasma table, and this is where the down and dirty work happens. So this one right here will be a special project. This is original paint, 1969 F250. It was a 2-wheel drive truck that we're converting to 4-wheel drive with Kinser chassis. They developed a kit where you can just drop your 2-wheel drive off with them, forget about it, and a couple months later, you'll have a 4-wheel drive converted truck ready to go. So, can't wait to get that chassis back, get a Godzilla back in it, and you'll see this thing at Supernats in September. This one's a 69 F250, factory 4-wheel drive. Did a Godzilla swap on it. We're trying to maintain as much of the factory elements of this one as we can, so it'll be leaf sprung front and rear, Fox shocks, more of an OE plus kind of approach to this truck. We'll be running Restomod air, and it'll be complete original paint on the exterior. Only repaint part will be really just the firewall. It'll be a good one. Over here we have Lou's F350. My buddy reached out and decided he wanted this truck Godzilla swapped. So we took out the really low mile 5.8 that was in it, dropped this Godzilla in. It's gonna have a 6R140 behind it, and it will be his dedicated kind of tow pig before he lives out in California. Should be a really good rig for him. So, I know you've seen a lot of Fords, but we also do other brands. We've done Toyotas, we've done Chevys, we've done Dodges. So by no means a purist, just we'd like to look at it as making a repeatable process for these body styles before moving on to the next. So if you have any kind of 4x4 you're interested in, reach on out to us. We've probably got something we could do to help you out. This is my personal truck, Colt. It's a Gen 3 Coyote, Gen 2 bottom end, 12.5:1 compression, F-150 chassis, and really it's just kind of a more of a budget build. It's got a nice little vinyl floor on it, just a little leather seat, Dakota digital gauges, adding some AC right now, and that'll be it. Just a nice simple driver. I'm a huge fan of patina. I just love, a truck can only be this way once, but I understand that there's a lot of clients out there who may want paint and body done. So if that's something that's more your style, we can absolutely get paint and body done for you. This is just kind of what we like. So this would be our final production area where we'd be doing any sanitary work. So laying in carpet, doing final electronics, final fire up, that kind of thing. But obviously nothing here right now. So up next would be our design center. We've got a Langmuir MR1 CNC. We've got 2 Creality 3D printers and a certified designer that is making some really cool parts with us. Thank you guys for coming along with us on this video. You can follow along our progress at p154x4.com, Project 15 Motorsports on Facebook, or p154x4 on Instagram. If there are any parts, a build that was interest to you, or anything like that, reach out to any of those sites and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Have a good one.